My third message, and this is absolutely crucial for all the other messages that I have given today, is that if we are going to succeed on unlocking the megatrends, we must work to build the internet-enabled infrastructures that are high-speed, open and in the service of the citizen. Because those are the arteries of the emerging web-based economy. And the megatrends I have been speaking about depend on having access to a seamless network infrastructure, not one that stops at the borders of each member state, as it is the case today, given the national regulations for national telecom incumbents. So let us be totally clear on this. If the business in our constituency want to do business on a Europe-wide basis, whether to buy, to sell or just to work across borders, they cannot today be sure to get the most basic of business requirements, a consistent Ethernet connection. This is not only a failure of the internal single market in telecoms, but in the light of the megatrends I have just enumerated, it is nothing short of a systematic failure of the single market concept in itself. And to address this sort of problems, I continue to propose a European community body that will have the role of coordinating regulatory actions to make sure that we can have a single market for communication services, so that Web 2 can deliver productivity for businesses, so that Web 3 services and innovations are unlocked, so that the wireless web takes on the air in Europe. And we must also see that this future internet is open, because the key economic characteristic of the current internet has been that it has created an unprecedented open platform for innovation, for development of new services. And we must keep this openness, and we must extend this openness to the wireless world as we move towards the internet of services, the internet of things, the wireless web. Attempts to foreclose the internet of the future, ladies and gentlemen, will come from many sides. Those who speak about differentiation of the service quality, those who claim that we need more security, those who claim to combat piracy. All right, we all need to get that, but not at the expense of foreclosure. Because very often anti-competitive actions dress themselves up as arguments in favour of protecting us from any harm. But the biggest harm could come from foreclosure by vested interests. And that is why our future of open high-speed internet has to be the driver of the megatrends that I have described today, and it has to be an open system. I think, Madam Chair, that I have made it very clear, especially in these days of economic uncertainty, that we have to invest in our future and that our future lies in the web-based economies. I am not alone in thinking this. You are not alone in thinking this. I quote Jacques Attali in his recent report on the French government called ICT, the Digital Revolution Not to Miss. I quote President Sarkozy, who has launched his Plan Numérique. I quote the IKT 2020 initiative in Germany, which calls for higher investments to put this technology to work. And I quote Lord Carter, the newly appointed UK Telecoms Minister, who has just launched his Digital Britain campaign. Now, all this is very wonderful. Digital Britain, Digital Germany, Digital France, they all will be viable only if they participate in the digital Europe.